Did you know that you could put just about anything in acrylic? Having a really good clear acrylic helps a lot. I'm gonna do some hearts and maybe some butterflies and some stars. Oh, I love those stars. They're so pretty. So this technique requires quite a bit of layering. So you want to start off with just a little bit of your clear acrylic. And then you can take your wet brush and you pick up each piece with your brush. So each time you could just use the monomer to pick up your little things. Once it starts to get a little bit too dry, you just get a little bit more acrylic and just enough to coat it a little bit. And you can apply as many as you want. Get some more acrylic. Encapsulating per layer, if that makes sense. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, and then the last layer of clear acrylic. You want to get a healthy bead and just lay all of that acrylic overlaying your design. Because you want to still keep it a little thin. You don't want to keep it, you don't want this design to be super thick. And it's really easy to make these confetti designs too thick. Okay, we need this to fully dry, so it's going to take a few minutes. Okay, we are dry. Let me just do that. It's easier for me. Everyone seems to freak out when I do that, though. She's not real, she's fake. This is my favorite top coat. I'll link it below. It's so clear. I love this. It's so pretty. Let's do it again, except this time I'll do it with almond, because I know there's controversy out there with almond versus square nails, and I think that's a personal opinion. It's also none of their business. I'm using Crystal Clear from Tammy Taylor and my liquid. Get a small bead of acrylic. I like to make sure it's really wet so that I can spread it on really thin. That way I can do what I want. Oh gosh, which ones do I want? I'm just gonna super randomly, because you can't really take too long when deciding what colors you want to do, because everything dries really fast. Geez, that might be too much. Nah, it'll be fine. Move it around where you want them. Make sure they're not sticking up. You don't want them sticking up, you want them flat. Get another bead of acrylic and lay that down, being careful that you're not moving any of your little confetti glitters, because that will happen. See, like those are moving, and that's okay. I'm gonna add more glitters. Okay, how about neon yellow? That looks really cool. Do some orange. This is like so random, I love it. I don't want to cover up the ones that I already have on there too much, because that just causes it to get really thick. And we have to lay another bead of acrylic so that everything can encapsulate. Make sure you get the sides. Now this part is a little bit more challenging. You want to get a nice big bead. Nice big bead. And just let it melt into all those little confetti glitters. This is going to look so cool. Okay, now this needs to dry all the way before I can start filing. Okay, we are totally dry. Before I file and make dust everywhere, I'm going to close these. Okay, look how pretty this is. Now for the top coat. It looks so good. Cure this for 60 seconds. Oops. Look how cool this looks in the light. And then my favorite part about this design is when you have longer nails, underneath shows so neat. So pretty. Okay, let's do one more. Now this one's probably gonna come out really thick because I'm gonna do really big rhinestones, and then I'm gonna use caviar rhinestones. I don't even know where I got this, but they're so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna get my clear acrylic, and then I'm gonna do a thin wet bead as the base, just to try to get everything to stick. And then very quickly, I'm gonna try to go in and pick up rhinestones, except I need my wax. Oh my gosh, these are thick. These are so thick. Look at that. Wow. I'm gonna do different colors. I'm trying to be as fast as I can because everything's drying. And the challenge with using rhinestones in acrylic, because I'm putting acrylic right on top of this, but the challenge is getting that really, really just glittery, sparkly appearance. And sometimes you can't get that. Okay, now I'm going to take more acrylic. I made it super like goopy so that it really melts in between those rhinestones. And I'm hoping to try to use these caviars. I think that's what they're called. It's going to pick them up with my brush. And I'm just randomly placing them in the spots that are kind of empty. This is one of those videos where I'm doing it because you might be interested in doing it, and now you might not be interested in doing it because it's obviously kind of a bad idea. Unless you like your nails that thick. That's really thick. And then I have to go over this with more acrylic to encapsulate everything. But we'll see. I'm doing it so you don't have to. I'm doing a really big wet bead of clear acrylic. I'm putting it right on top. I can't imagine anybody wanting to do this, but it's fun to do on my little doll hand. I don't even know what I would charge for this because this is really tedious. How much would you charge for it? How much would you charge for any of them? Wow, look at that thickness. I hope they come out sparkly though. I can't wait to see the underneath. Okay, this needs to dry. We are dry, and I think I went a little out of control on this one. Let's shape her up. Okay, let's apply some top coat. Oh my gosh. It's just so thick. But look at those little caviar rhinestones. Those look so cool. Cure this for 60 seconds. Okay, I just don't know what the difference would be between this one and these as far as the appearance goes, because you can't see that like rhinestone sparkle. I've done videos like this before, but this one was with the Swarovski rhinestones, and I thought that they would glisten a lot better, like the light would hit it a lot more, and you definitely can see, oh, don't look at my finger, you definitely can see some sparkle. Look at, kind of looks like bubbles underneath there with the caviar. Let's see what it looks like underneath. It's kind of cool. Anyway, that was fun. It was worth it to me, but oh, she's thick.